The echoes of Blackwood Mine. The Blackwood Mine had been sealed for 50 years, a gaping wound in the earth that the town of Oakhaven tried hard to forget. But everyone knew its legend, a place of misfortune and malice, where the last remaining ore wasn't gold or silver, but something far more sinister. It was Sam's idea. Sam, the local daredevil, who dismissed the ghost stories as old wives' tales. He, along with Maya, the skeptical photographer, and Liam, the nervous history enthusiast, were determined to spend a night inside the abandoned main shaft, deep within the mountain's belly. The descent into darkness. They chose a night when the moon was thin and veiled. The entrance was a concrete slab, cracked and heavy, which they pried open with a crowbar. A blast of frigid, stale air hit them, smelling of damp earth and something acrid, like burnt metal and ozone. The moment they stepped onto the rickety wooden supports, the air grew thick and heavy. Liam immediately regretted coming. "Guys," he whispered, his voice trembling, "I read that during the 1920 collapse they lost more than a dozen miners. Their bodies were never recovered." Maya scoffed, adjusting her headlamp. "Relax, Liam. It's just a draft." But it wasn't a draft. As they moved deeper, the beam of their headlamps illuminated walls slick with mineral deposits that shimmered like pale, sickly green eyes. They reached a large chamber, the central hub of the mine, where rusted tracks vanished into multiple dark tunnels. Suddenly Sam stopped, his breath catching. "Did you hear that?" The whispering walls. A low, guttural sound seemed to vibrate through the very rock, a sound like distant, desperate scraping. "It's just the old machinery shifting," Maya insisted, but her hand instinctively tightened on her camera strap. Then, the scraping stopped. It was replaced by something worse, a chorus of faint whispers carried on a breath that felt impossibly close. The language was unintelligible, yet the tone was distinctly one of pain and accusation. Liam froze, pointing a shaking finger toward a narrow side tunnel. "Look!" Against the damp wall, where no light should cast a shadow, a faint shifting silhouette appeared. It wasn't the shadow of a person, but more like a column of wavering black smoke, briefly coalescing into the crude, hunched form of a miner, his pickaxe raised high. A profound, bone-chilling cold swept over them, so intense it felt physical. Sam, the non-believer, stumbled backward, finally succumbing to primal terror. "We need to go now." The final warning. As they scrambled back toward the entrance shaft, a terrifying thing happened. The ground beneath their feet began to vibrate violently, not like a geological tremor, but like something large and angry was trying to break through from below. A piercing metallic clang echoed through the chamber, followed by the sound of heavy chains being dragged across stone. Above them, from the main vertical shaft, a single rusted mining helmet fell out of the blackness and landed at Sam's feet. It spun once, then settled, revealing a dark, empty hole where the face should be. The whispers intensified, coalescing into a single, collective, agonizing scream of pure, mournful rage. They didn't stop running until they burst back out into the cool, safe night air, slamming the concrete slab shut with a frantic, desperate effort. Gasping and shaken, they never looked back. The Blackwood Mine remained untouched, its terrifying secrets guarded by the restless, anguished spirits of those who had died trying to take its treasure, a treasure that had claimed their lives and almost claimed theirs too.